What is up, people from the internet? Today we're gonna make Reese Basses. Let's jump into Ableton. The first one is really simple and is used a lot in intros. We're gonna need two saw waves. Crank up the detune. Make sure to remove the fundamentals so you don't mess up the mono signal. Turn on the sub oscillator. Pick up a low pass 12 filter. And boost a bit the resonance. Here is what we have. It's fucking deep. You can also turn on legato and portamento, so the transition between each note will be more smooth. Now, to add some grit, we're gonna choose a sample old minus filter. Make sure to play around with the cutoff and the mix to get a different tone. See how it adds those greedy high ends, it's really sick. Then you wanna add some distortion. I'm gonna use a stomp box for that. And to finish, we're gonna add more filtering with an EQ and create more resonance in some areas. Post-processing is pretty basic. You wanna add some OTT. More distortion that we're gonna automate to create some movement. And even more EQing to cut the highs. Then just add a sick lead with some reverb. An ambient pluck. And there you have a solid bass for an intro. By the way, all the presets used in this video are from my upcoming Serum preset pack, which is gonna be out soon, so stay tuned. Let's jump into the second Reese bass. The second bass could be used in a drum and bass track. We're gonna FM two sine wave on opposite phase. So let's go, let's pick up a sine wave. Another one. And flip it vertically so you get the opposite phase of oscillator 1. Then what you want to do is crank up the octave up to 3. Turn down the level, pick up FM from A and turn it to about 25. Now what you want to do is add some noise. You can pick up your favorite one. I'll go for this one. And turn down the level, because we're gonna bring it up with distortion and compression. Then what you want to do is choose a band pass notch filter and automate the resonance and the frequency with the level 1 like so. I also automated the level of the noise oscillator with LFO2. Now let's use a dimension to widen the sound. Next, add a diode to distortion and filter it to distort the resonance peak we've created in the filtering part. Add an all passes filter to create some room. To finish, add heavy compression. And more filtering with EQ, and we're gonna automate some parameters with LFO1. Just follow up. I also want to boost a bit the high ends, so let's do that. We have a great starting point. Let's do some post-processing now. I added a convolution reverb to make the sound a bit more alive. Create some room. Then it's a bunch of saturation and compression with an amp, an overdrive to distort the frequencies I want, compression, a disperser which is great to create that phasey kind of sound, and distortion, and more EQing. to get rid of the low because we're gonna layer that with a sub. Now add the sub, some fillers from our sample pack, create a nice drum groove. It's also drums from the sample pack, and there you have it, a solid bass to start a drum and bass drop. That's it for the second bass, let's jump straight into the third one. By the way, I've put together 15 Reese Basses in a pack, and basically all you have to do is throw some simple processing and just have fun. It's all articulated by one knob like that. And it instantly changed the tone. So go grab it on the website, it's only $4 for the first 3 days. Alright, let's jump into the third bass and we're gonna try to make something that can fit bass house. So for that we're gonna need one oscillator which has high harmonics. So let's create them. Let's draw random ones. We're gonna crank up the unison and the detune as well. Second oscillator will be a saw wave pitched up 1 octave. And level is gonna be at about 40. You wanna put the warp mode of oscillator A on bend plus minus and put it at about 40 or so. We're starting to have that plucky sound which we're gonna want. For the filter part, we're gonna choose a low pass 24 filter and automate the cutoff and the resonance with L41. That's pretty much it for the oscillator part. Let's jump into the FX section. We want to make the sound a little more wide, so for that we're gonna use a chorus. Then we want extra room, so for that I used a reverb filter. Then it's some sine shaper distortion which will create that greedy tone. I filtered it so it's stronger on the resonance peak we've created with the filters. Then I wanted some vowel effect, so I did a phaser. Now it's all about some heavy compression, EQing, which will be kind of a low pass filter, and that's it. Then post-processing is again compression, reverb with a convolution, more saturation on medium curve, compression again, and EQing to get rid of the unwanted frequencies. Then all you have to do is add some fillers from our sample pack. Lay down some drums from the sample pack again. And there we have it, you've just created a Reese bass for bass house. Let's listen to it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Reese Basses. If you want to create your own sounds, basically what you have to remember is detuning, filtering and saturation. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.